Hello friends, it's Lionheart here. Many of you might not know me as a Lorcana content creator. I'm originally a Gwent esports caster and Gwent player, but A, well, Gwent no longer has support, and B, I am obsessed with Disney Lorcana. I have been since the minute it dropped. I go to a ton of tournaments in real life, and Pixelborn has made it so much easier for me to prepare. But you've not seen me make content yet. Well, that is about to change, and this is a list that I've built ready for set 4. I have been a huge fan of Steel Song for a little while. I took it to my set championships and did so damn well with it, but got rolled in the top 8 by Red Blue. You win 5 in a row in the Swiss stage, only to get rolled by Red Blue in the top 8 with it. And I was sad. I wasn't sure if Steel Song would be able to keep up if that stayed meta, but I think this is the answer. It isn't just Steel Song, it's Song of Heroes, and it centers around this boy, Philoctetes. I've heard people call him Philoctetes. Go back and watch the original film. It's an absolute gem, my favorite of the Disney films, and the first one I ever saw in the cinema. Philoctetes here, the trainer of heroes. He is huge for this deck, because you've got all the power of Steel Song, but he is a hero-based engine. So all your heroes gain Challenger +1 if he's on the board. The difference that makes, like Cinderella now hits for 6, for instance. But everything's a hero in this list. I think there's something like 300 hero characters in the game already. You don't have to make much of a tweak to make this work. Your Cinderella, Stitch, Robin Hood, Ariel, they are all, literally all of them. Oh, and of course, Beast Tragic Hero, the other Ariel, this Cinderella, they're all heroes. So they all have +1 damage. Great for regaining a little bit of board control. But that is not why we love Phil. It is the extra ability. Whenever you play a hero character, gain 1 lore. The issue this list has against things like Red Blue is it can't retain the board. Once they get up to 7, 8 ink, if you haven't won by that point, you're in trouble because nothing sticks anymore. Well, Phil makes life a lot easier to get those last little bits of lore that you need. The goat in like purple allows purple to do that. There are other cards across the game as well, but Phil is finally giving Steel Song that chance. You're going to be up at that point. You've probably got 7 or 8 lore ink yourself, right? Even if it means not playing for a turn or two, just ink, retain cards, drop Phil, and then some low-cost heroes, you creep over the line. Now, obviously, there are some other brand new cards in the deck as well, specifically Ariel Sonic Warrior. The fact that you can shift your Spectacular Singer into this is crazy, because she only shifts for 4. Now, she still sings above this, because obviously Ariel sings for 5. This one can sing up to 6, so you don't lose that, but instead you gain amplified voice. Whenever you play a song, you can pay 2 ink to do 3 damage to a chosen character. Your ability to start board wiping, effectively doubling the value of your songs, is crazy. I can take 3 extra damage if I spend it that way. That's craziness. So much value. The rest of the list kind of plays itself. I went for the Stitch Rockstar because A, it's a hero. I like the ability to kind of play wide, get a little bit of card draw going. I personally prefer that. You could take the Kida pairing instead of New Dog and Rockstar. A lot of people usually run things like the Queen Shift in this kind of list, but she obviously is not a hero, and I am going for full heroics. I'm going to play a few games of it now. I hope you enjoy it. If you've played something similar, let me know. Have you made any tweaks? Is this a version you've tried? Because I've seen lots of people trying Steel Song. I was watching Savage play, but he wasn't going down the Philoctetes and the hero route at all, and he was still saying he thinks Steel Song is the best. I think this version gives you a better chance into your bad matchups while still retaining control over your good ones. Let me know your thoughts, and let's dive in. I'm going to play in hardcore ranked. I personally prefer hardcore ranked. It gives me a good chance to kind of understand what I'm doing with the deck. I like because that's the way I play when I go in person. Everything is best of 3. As much as I don't hate normal ranked, I like hardcore more. It's just my thing. If you're looking for the code for this, by the way, the code is in the Dreamborn link for you to be able to import it. I've put it in the description down below, so do not panic. Now, you can see there's a 2-cost Robin Hood here. The reason for the 2-cost Robin Hood, typically not something you'd go for, but I'm very keen to get these shift lines in place. I think, obviously, having this Robin means I can kick this. The shift lines early is good. I don't know what I'm facing, and I think I'm not going to keep the New World for now. Or the Ariel. Actually, I can ink an Ariel. I've got enough early plays, and I've got the shift line we're looking for. I'm really tempted to keep the whole New World, but I always draw into another if I keep it, and there's nothing sadder than a second whole New World in hand. It didn't happen this time, but you know it would. You know it would. So I'm happy overall with the way that's gone as a starting hand. Plenty of Ariels to ink early. No songs is a little unfortunate. But let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay, I'll still start with the Cinderella. I think that's okay. I'll even turn the sounds on for you. How's that? Have a little bit of background music. Why not? There we go. Perfect. So our opponent, mulliganing the songs away when you don't know what's going on. The fear of green, obviously. We've seen the Buckies. There's lots of discard happening. This Robin Hood, then, unfortunately, isn't going to help me against Bucky because he has Ward. So what can we do here? That's our big question. Well, I want to play definitely the Robin, probably the new dog as well. The question's going to be, do I hold the Ariel or the Beast here? That's going to be our big question. I only have seen green so far. It could be green steel, it could be green purple. I'm going to get rid of the Ariel again, and we're just going to go wide here. Obviously, if they're steel, we have to be mindful that they may have access to things like grab your swords. We don't have that information yet. Bucky can't clean up Cinderella anyway, so let's see where we are. I've really been enjoying set 4. I haven't got all of my cards yet. I'm waiting for my big order. I've only opened a single box, which I know sounds ridiculous. As a kid, getting a single pack would have been like life-changing when it was Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Magic cards as a kid. Now I order stuff by the box and I'm complaining at just having one. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, but it shows you life gets better. Okay, here is Diablo. I think this Robin's gonna go. He's uninkable anyway. One of the stronger cards in the set. The shift ability, not necessarily something everyone's gonna use because he's not that expensive, honestly, but a good card nonetheless. Now, I think it's a pretty easy choice. They're not doing a great deal of damage. I think Rapunzel, actually, because I need a card to play next turn, right? Beast is going to go here. We will shift Robin, firstly. This is evasive, not warded, so Cinderella will kill off Diablo. That's pretty great, and I'm content now to just keep questing. We're in a pretty good spot. Yet another Diablo. Ooh, it kind of has to be a Long Came Zeus then, right? Because I need either ink or... That's a shame, but it is what it is. We'll get rid of a Long Came Zeus here. I don't imagine they'll ever quest with the Bucky. They're trying to retain space. Oh, it's delicious. Ink the Rapunzel. Shift my boy Stitch, and it's all kicking off. They are... I'm not going to quest with Cinderella here because the Diablo can run into it. But right now, they're in real trouble here. So far, so good in this. We're not pulling off the fill line, but it is going well. It is going well. Opponent... Oh, okay. I did not think it was going to be lemon lime. Damn, okay. Here for some lemon lime. That's not the card we're looking for, to clarify. God, this card's nuts, huh? But let's spend it anyway. Goodbye Under the Sea. That's easy enough. It would only have got rid of Cinderella, but we may as well. They have a Prince John and an Ursula. All right, I'm okay with that. The beauty of Robin Hood, this is evasive, so I can't do anything with it. I just kind of have to quest to try and get the win here. And I think, I mean, we're okay, right? Unless they can take everything out here, which they can't on board. They can kill Stitch if they empty themselves, and it will kind of stall us. But I'm okay with that. And, well, I literally blink, and they know they can't deal with it, although they could have stalled us out a bit there. Chose not to. Game 1. Very nice. Okay, going second again, and this time my boy Phil is here. Let's take a look. Shift lines. Cinderella feels like she's too early. I'll keep a strength. I'd probably kick the Stitch as well, honestly. A song to play, a Cinderella. Maybe I keep the Stitch for ink. We only run 2 of it. I don't like the hand enough to keep. And we don't run that many uninkables, so I think it's a safe bet to just get rid of all of that. Second fill, new world. We've had worse hands. I've had worse hands. I'll probably ink the fill. Okay. Keita comes down. Ooh, a nice Robin as well. We'll get rid of Phil early. Once again, it's going to be Cinderella. This is really nice, because if I now have another, I've got a card I can play, another 1-drop, Strength of the Raging Fire is doing 3 damage early from Cinderella. It's really nice. The fact we can already clean up Keita, beautiful. There are too many spells in my hand is my only worry right now. So I'll probably ink a Strength, because, yeah, they're going to cause me some issues there. They inked an Ursula, which gives me some inclination that either they have a second one, or they've got no spells in hand. I'm inclined to just say, let's kill Keita anyway, to prevent that switch. Just in case it's there. If they're running the 1 cost, they're definitely running the 5 cost. So let's see. There she is, and now she's the ink choice. Gotta be an Ursula, right? No, it's Diablo. Okay. Is it Wheel? Do I get rid of the whole new world here? It's uninkable. Realistically, I'm never going to get to play it. I think we get rid of whole new world. I don't think there's a version of reality I get to play that, so... Oh. This is not the best hand at the moment, but Phil goes into ink. We'll play this ourselves. Damn! Okay, 2 Prince Johns and a Diablo. I am going to be struggling for units here with a Bucky on board. This is going to be interesting. And they're going to have so many resources with Diablos. I'll quest with Robin, simply because I don't believe they'll be willing to trade that Diablo, but they'll be tempted to trade the Diablo out, worrying that maybe I've got the Shift Robin, right? It's a tough choice. I don't think I ever get to the point where this Cinderella doesn't get discarded and fills a hypothetically playable card next turn, so... Are you going to trade this out, or are you just going to quest? So 2 Prince Johns in their hand now. Oh, wow, they take the trade. I suppose they have another, right? I'm all right with that. Ariel, goodbye. Hello, Philoctetes. Now, I don't believe I want to quest here. They don't have any direct spell damage. These are both Prince Johns, both uninkable, both playable, but their discard synergy is not a worry now. The only thing will be this quest's, they're going to get even more resources, right? Which sucks for us. Because obviously, when this is exerted, if you've not seen this card, they get to draw every time I do, including start of turn. But, oh, Ariel is a brilliant pull there. Are we going to grab Ariel's ability first? Okay. Obviously, we're going to take a choice. We miss out on both of those, but it's fine. We definitely play this so that, and you just saw the one there because she is a hero. No question, Diablo, gotta go. And I think I'm going to quest here with Phil. A lot of the time, much like the Bucky on the other side, I wouldn't necessarily quest with him. I'd want to keep him alive. But in this spot, I feel like I need to try and encourage them to attack me. There's no steel, so they're having to use characters to do it. They don't have anything that has rush that I need to be concerned about. So, you know, I know they've got a second Prince John in hand. I'm trying to think of what else. We don't talk about Bruno. Oh, okay, yeah. We don't talk about Bruno there. Of course, it returns a character, and then I have to discard a card at random, which is honestly hideous. And here is another benefit. It's not the best draw, but he is a hero. So I can play him, instantaneously gain damage and a lore, and once again, we quest. Neither of these can kill Cinderella, so I'm willing to keep questing here. We're willing to keep going. 1-0 up. Gone second both times so far, and we're in a pretty good spot. The discard, obviously, once it gets its kind of curve right. I am just top decking. I've only got 4 ink and I'm top decking, but I do have 2 potential shift targets available to us. They are, however, looking a little bit scary in terms of lore gain, but we're far enough ahead in the race. Ooh, you'll never trade. I mean, trading out the Bucky now is not a bad idea, actually. Hypothetically. Because they don't need... I'm never discarding a card now. Okay. This is a weird choice, though. To give me a kill on this feels really strange. Again, another hero. A normally disappointing card in this situation has now traded for a body, a lore. You know, we're pretty happy. Also... Questions. I could start using this to ping down Flynn, right? Because it's a concern, or I could just run it straight into Prince John. I think running into... Oh, do I trade the Cinderella away? She's not shiftable anyway, and I have, worst case, Phil can sing, right? Remember as well, because of Phil, all of my heroes have Challenger when they attack. So this would do 2 damage, this would do 2 damage. I think I'll just, for now, she's dying next turn, right? But we'll definitely take that trade. They've got 3 damage on board if they want to use it. And I think we just play the racing game here, honestly. And see where they go. We're both same amount per turn. I have now 3 potentially shiftable characters on the board with Phil. They don't have the power on board to clean it up. So their discard benefit, because of how easily we can do this, is really being cleaned up. I like that I can now potentially kill this damageless. Each opponent chooses and discards a card. See, there's too much discard there. They're not getting the synergy they need. I do love that Daisy, though, so that Lemon Lime has a chance. We look like we're in a decent spot. The Bucky dies if it hits anything. Prince John doesn't die, because remember the buff is Challenger, not just plus damage. But they don't kill me either. They're in a really difficult spot here, because I've got 4 this turn. Well, 5 if I draw a hero. They're getting into dangerous territory now. Oh, they trade the Prince John. That's fine for me, because I can then take complete control of this board here. That's awful. Okay, that's a really bad draw. We don't love that, but I will take these trades. Absolutely, because I'm not dying. This is the only questionable one, because it would allow Daisy to kill Phil. And I don't know if that's a trade worth making. I can go up to 14 here and let them... I think that's better. Because if that's the case, I go to 14, they should use both of their characters to clean up my Philoctetes. I know they've got a Prince John in hand. That's not a big threat to us. in the current state. It's a tough one, because Phil's basically what's going to carry me over the line here. So I'm torn about this decision. I think this is the decision that's going to end up coming back to bite me, depending on which way I go with it. But then we're both top decking and they have more ink, so I'm tempted to just quest here, take the extra, because they won't, rather than killing them myself. Normally, I would take the Flynn out if I had more ink, more control, but I will take my extra points, because I can't just leave this untapped and hope that I've got another 6 turns of heroes that are playable. I don't have as many shift targets now. With so little ink and no card draw, like I need to be finding a Rapunzel or something like that now. Oh! Okay, never mind. They kill off Stitch and Quest. Play the Prince John. We knew about the Prince John. This is okay, though. This is a great spot for us. Daisy is only 1. So, what I'm going to do here... Now Phil can clean this up, because he'll only take 1 damage. We kill Daisy. Oh, that's a terrible draw, though. And... they still can't kill me. Oh, I forgot about that bit. Wheel goes. We're never going to get to use it anyway, so it's fine. Giving them resources probably just as bad. Honestly, maybe I should have ignored and just quested with Phil there. I still can't kill him, though. He is on the board safe. The damage on him, if I find a Rapunzel, it's okay. Oh, I love this Pegasus. Mainly because I love Pegasus. The Hercules bias coming in strong. They don't get the shift benefit, but he is evasive. That's a great pick. We love that. Take her ability. And I think, yeah, we definitely take that. We go up to 15. I can be on 17 here if I choose to quest. Or I can just hold off. They have used... We don't talk about Bruno. They have the ability to cause me to discard a lot, which is annoying. This is only evasive, though. And if I do choose to tap the Phil and hit it, it's a tough one. I think I'm supposed to hold off here. I think I wait a turn. Probably means I lose a card. But we'll see. It means they can't, like, Bruno... Yeah, sudden chill. I was always going to lose it, I think. I didn't quest with Phil here because I'm mindful that I want to be able to play another hero, get that value, get right in touch. Obviously, Pegasus would always have run into it the second it could. Ah, Under the Sea. They draw the second one. That's really bad for us because now our board is empty. And we draw Rapunzel. Oh, that's really bad. Like, that's really bad. The Under the Sea there kills us. So, I should have quested. Now my opponents flip the script pretty well here. We might be in just a little bit of trouble, depending on what we can find. Only being at 4 ink, the discard really hit us early. Oh, and they top deck Bruno. Wow, that's pain. That is agony for us, I'm not gonna lie. And this one might have flipped the script. I'm not sure there's much more we could have done there, though. I'm more aggressively questing, sure. I mean, it has to be the Pegasus. It's questing for 2. We kill it off. But I think we're in trouble. They're questing it 2 turns for them to win it. I think that's 1-1 here. That's a shame. I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can pull at this stage that saves me. I'm not even at 5 for a grab your swords. If we had the ink, a swords could have saved me. Rockstar Stitch, that's no good. And we go into game 3. And concede. Damn. I felt like we were in a good spot there. They managed to top deck really well in the songs that they've pulled. We were within touching distance, but it happens. Now, however, we get to go first. Of course, Lorcana's dream situation. 1 cost drop, not you. I mean, we've drawn pretty well here. The 2-drop Robin is nice as a backup. I don't think I want the 7 cost Cinderella. I'm looking for some early songs, realistically, for Cinders, right? So we'll get rid of these 3 and see what we can find. I know I'm against discard, so holding songs doesn't really make a lot of sense, but we kind of have to do what we've got to do here. Cinderella's going to go. I know, obviously, we'd like to shift her, but we need to be practical about the possibilities of that. Get these songs played out early. I don't see a version of reality where I get to keep this Grab Your Swords. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Let's see what they draw. So cute. Oh my god. Oh, that's not great for them. Wow. I never want to get rid of a bare necessities against this. Like, I'd normally value playing this really highly, honestly. But I think the shift for these is going to be so important that I really hate doing this. Like, I'm never inking Ariel, right? Inking Ariel or Robin feels terrible. But... and obviously I could just sing it, but then I'm forced to ink this Robin. Maybe that's just the better line. Get the information. I can get more. Might live to regret this. But I'm going to ink Robin. I'm going to play Robin. I'm going to bare necessities here. Get rid of Bruno. Okay. Surprised. They inked a Pegasus and just didn't play. It was kind of weird, right? Like, that Pegasus, it's a 1 cost. If I'm not, it's a 1 cost evasive. Can be worth so much early on. Obviously, they know I've got Cinderella, right? So they're just trying not to give me value from stuff like Let the Storm Rage on. Because not playing it could potentially be better. Ursula, definitely going to get rid of the Let the Storm Rage on here. Rather than swords, I think. Maybe not, though. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, you hate to see it. Damn. No ink. Absolute shambles here. That's really frustrating for us, as we're going to deal the 1 damage. I'm never, ever inking this. I'm just never inking that. There's no version of reality where I'm inking that, so... that's painful. We know they've got Bucky in hand. I think we saw a Prince John as well. I heard the timer ticking down for the rope, so didn't grab a full mental shot of what's in their hand, but ooh. Not being able to ink here really hurts with so little resources. Wanted to have this in hand, like on the board a turn ago. It's basically like flipping the coin. I'm now at an ink deficit, right? It's the only thing that makes me nervous about these. They put it back in my hand. I can live with that. That's okay. Can live with that. I do still rate this card very highly. Rapunzel's got to go here. There's no, there's no song or dance about that. Ariel's coming down. Another song, but at least an inkable one on the board. And I mean, I'm going to grab your swords next turn, provided they don't get rid of it. Right? So I guess I just kill off Cloud Kicker here. Do I? Maybe I just hold the card, honestly, and just double quest. No, she dies then. Okay, we'll kill off Cloud Kicker. And I'll quest for 1. I'd rather discard the Robin Hood if I get the choice. Obviously, if they just play another 2-drop Ursula, then we're annoyed about it, but that is what it is. It's not what they want to be playing turn 4, so not expecting to see that. Ah, their necessities. Hate to see it. They always had the choice. They would always have picked that, so... And now, once again, I am in an inkless state. Only 3. There's a good argument here that I'm not going to be playing cards. Never mind, that's a really great spot. Whole new world. Wheel saves the day. Now we're cooking. Now we're in a spot because I can ink Robin, play Phil, and all of a sudden things are starting to look up for us. Because Robin now can challenge and kill this, which we adore. All of a sudden, I've got lots of value here. I can shift Cinderella next turn, or I can dump multiple. Yeah, okay, that's a really great spot. Very happy. Top deck, a whole new world. You know what? It has to happen to the good guy at some stage, right? Oh, and if you've never met me before, and you're curious about why I'm dressed like this, or why I look like I'm in a suit, you know, it's too warm for the jacket here. It's like 25 degrees, but I've just come straight from work. So I usually look like this when I stream. Oh, this is a much better spot now. So much happier with the board state. I need to ink something, but it'll probably be this Robin Hood. Play for the shift. She drops down usable and gets a lore. She can do 6 damage. Yeah, I'm just so much happier here. The state of the board now. Even things like Under the Sea doesn't remove a Cinderella, obviously, even if it gets rid of everything else. Much happier now. Their own Ariel's good. What are they drawing? Speak of the devil, it is Under the Sea. So, have to be mindful. It is an 8 cost, but obviously they can sing it. I just wish we had a song. You know what I mean? I really wish we had a song to be able to play so I could take this Ariel out. Unfortunately, we don't. She's a hero here. And I think it's completely worth doing this, and we are going to double quest because their next play... That's 7. It's... Oh, wait. It's an 8 cost song, right? So maybe we're all right, actually. Maybe we're okay. They should kill the Ariel with Ursula, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh, I mean, if I... So here's the thing, right? If I find ink in the next turn, the card that I pick, I could play Phil for 4, Cinderella for 1, Cinderella for 1, giving me another 2, 4 lore just on play. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's... You're starting to see the combo pieces, because this is the turn it's played. So this is one of those ideal situations I talked about at the beginning of the video. The potential, that little bit where I'm losing resources or I'm not finding what I'm looking for, but I can edge over the line by just going, okay, I'll hold back. Love that. I'm not saying I also wouldn't love to see a song. Of course, there it is. They put them back in my hand with Bruno, and oh, that's a horrible random. The random killed the 7 cost Cinderella. Oh, you hate to see it. That's savage for us. That's really rough. And they obviously have a sight of my hand now. That's terrible. Okay. Again. I'm hearing again. I think I play the other Phil. I think we just go for it, honestly. Select. Yeah. The big question is, they're going to discard the whole board here, is my concern, right? I know that they're going to sing Under the Sea now, so I may as well get the value. Go to 12, go up to 14. I'm a turn away from being able to just play this if I draw ink, and that's a much tougher removal for them, right? We know it's possible. We don't talk about Bruno would kill us, but they've already played 2. Like, this list could run 4, but Yeah. Oh, that board wipe under the sea is nasty for us. Damn. Playing it a second time, goes back into their deck. Whatever, that's fine. Doesn't do us any harm. Oh. And they finally get something on the board. Oh, that's so bad. I have to hard sing wheel here. Ooh, not bad snipes though, I'll be honest. Not terrible. I've already inked, so I think we just get the 2 cards down on the board. The wheel, you never want a hard sing wheel, but it gives you the chance. I have got a shift in the next turn for some value. I can shift, I can play, I can sing, you know, try and get some control back. We're a good way ahead. Now we've seen 3 Brunos gone. Under the sea, I'm pretty sure you only run 2, and the other one should be at the bottom of their deck now because Ursula put it back there. So I think we're safe. Maybe they run 4, but in that sense, I think we're okay. I'd love a grab your swords. Ooh, what are they going to choose to get rid of? Interesting. They're concerned about this Ursula living, by the look of it. Still got 5. Okay, there's Daisy. I get the joy of discarding a card here, and I think it's got to be Storm. Honestly, it's... is it? Actually? It's probably Beast, right? I spend 3, 6, Sing. Yeah, I think it's Beast. That's fine. I mean, are they going to quest here, knowing that I have the shift? They'll definitely quest with Diablo, because they want the resources. And they're pretty confident I'm going to swing into that, which I am. Letting me kill these is interesting. Oh, that's fine. Oh, Rockstar. Oh, Rockstar. Okay, we're going for a double shift now. That's a good turn, I'm not gonna lie. Normally you just want to quest this out here. I have to kill off Ursula, I think, and go to 16. I mean, with Stitch, I just quest, right? I just quest to 19. Gotta be. Yeah, I think so. They've got the ability to kill both of these. They have more than enough damage on board to clear both of these out. But it's going to cost... Let's work that out. They need to do 4 damage to this. Lets me draw a card. So let's say both of those and they die, right? Then they need to do 5 damage to this. Everything but one of these cards would die. So... And I think with what I've got in hand, I think we're okay. How many We've played 2 Philoctetes. Oh, no, oh, wait, no, they go back into the deck. Okay. They went to the bottom of the deck, though, right? Bottom of their player's deck. So I've got 2 Phils at the bottom and 2 Phils in the top 30 cards. Phil plus Ariel in the same turn is the point I need. We just need to find him now. Opponent busy doing the maths. They've still got 7 resources to spend if they choose to kill me off this way, right? Yeah, that's fine. Draw a card, so it's another opportunity here. Okay, the new dog's not what we're looking for, but it's a card out of the way. Let's go. Yeah, beautiful. So they should use Ariel and this Ursula because it would die anyway. Unless they've got... Yeah, that makes sense. Unless they happen to be running a Rapunzel, but it doesn't really fit the archetype. Okay. What have they still got? And where is my Philoctetes? I can't believe the first series I got the chance to get over the line the way I designed the deck to do it. Because discard's an awkward list to face, honestly. It's so scary. Ah, look at it. Okay, so it's not what we were hoping for. Ariel could end up hurting me as much as helping me. Let's do this first. Kill the Pegasus. Okay, let's just get stuff on the board then. There he was. There he was. I'll take that. I'll also put New Dog on the board as well. I'm not going to ink here. And they've got a turn to delete both of them. If they've got an Under the Sea, maybe they're okay. I don't think they've got any other way of clearing my whole board as this. So I think we're good. They're fishing for it. Oh, come on! Oh, wait, they can't sing it. They don't have... It's an 8 cost. They've only got 3, 6. They've got the 8! Oh, agony. Agony. That's some talent right there from my opponent. And they do run 4 of this card then. Damn. Come on, Phil. That's not Phil. I figure... Yeah, so we ink this Ariel. We play both of these cards, I think. Start with this Ariel. Draw... Actually, no, we just draw Wheel, right? Wheel's great. Play Robin Hood. They can get 9 this turn. Not sufficient. They either have to... There's no way, right? 2 Under the Seas and a 3rd one at the bottom of their deck. They could have a 4th, hypothetically, in hand. Let's go! What a great game. Congrats to our opponent. That was really good fun. I really enjoyed that. This deck, I'll show it you here a second. Song of Heroes, I call it. I really, really like it. The Robin Hood, it gives me an extra shift line. This Robin Hood, let's move myself out of the way so you can see what's going on. This is definitely a questionable choice. In this slot, the extra uninkable is a bit of a risk, but if you wanted another inkable, maybe the Simba. I feel like it's a bit slow though, so I'm not set on the Simba. There aren't many other things I would want in the spot, if I'm being honest. You could argue Piglet, just for the speed of it. It's also a hero. The spot usually is filled with Mr. Smee, but we're not running hooks. I don't really want to run Smees either, because again, we don't have that hero synergy. And I want every unit to have it, so I could see Piglet fitting in there well. We do go quite wide quite quickly. The speed of that gives you an aggro choice, again making that red-blue option a little bit better. Maybe you want to go for something like Babooms, even this Stitch instead. So you could run some of this Stitch. It's inkable, 2 cost, again allows me an extra shift pattern line, but I just feel that the Robin Hood, that little ping of 1 damage, it gives me so much extra reach of removal. It's a really irritating choice for our opponents. So I really like that. Obviously, you can see only 2 Grab Your Swords. I don't know how wide the meta is going to go right now. I feel like we're okay with that. New World is far more important. Hero Beast, if red-blue starts kicking about a lot again, he ends up getting cut because Medusa. There are plenty of other options. Maybe you flip him into a Tinkerbell, for example, instead. I know we have quite a lot of expensive choice cards, but we're very rarely playing them for their cost, as you've seen. I love this deck. I've had a blast with it. I've only shown you the 1 game, because typically, or 1 series rather, YouTube videos that are like hours long, people get really bored of them. Would you like to see me play more of this deck? Or a different deck? I don't know. Let me know. I'm going to stop filming now, but what I am going to do is keep playing, because damn, I love this game. I really appreciate you being here for my very first Pixelborn Lorcana YouTube video. There is a lot more to come, that much I can promise you, so if there's something you want to see, let me know. I stream live over on twitch.tv/Lionheart, and I am going to multi-stream my Lorcana playthroughs, or Lorcana streams, I guess, on YouTube as well. So, if you haven't already, click like, subscribe, and, you know, have a good day. Thanks for being here, guys. I will see you next time.